Well, there it is. It's part number 70952. It's Essential Machinery 12-inch shop press brake attachment. And Harbor Freight had a couple of them on the shelf, so they're right in stock. I say it's fairly expensive, but you know, it's a pretty heavy-duty piece, so it's probably decent quality steel, and seems to be pretty well machined. It's not polished and it's not ground, but it's pretty smooth for machining, and it seems to do a good job. So, what more could you ask for? Oh, 20% discount coupon. So that's what more you could ask for. Welcome to EJH Bridge Cars. Well, we're back from vacation, and it's a lovely sunny warm day here in California, but I've just been color sanding and the like, which is not very interesting to video, so I just thought I'd give you a tool review. Harbor Freight the other day, and I picked up one of these. So this is the 20-ton press brake attachment for bending sheet metal. Had the 20% off coupon because it is fairly expensive. I think the list now is $179.99, about 180 bucks. But I had 20% off coupon, so it didn't hurt quite so bad. So I've got it set up in the 20-ton press, and I thought we'd try to bend a piece of 1/4-inch plate with it. So let's go have some fun. So here it is, set into my 20-ton press. That's the piece of steel we're going to work with today. So the tool itself starts with this plate, and then it has this receiver angle, so you can see that's a 90-degree angle between these two sides, and then this moving plate and these guides, and it locks onto the stub on the press. Now when I went to put this together, this would not fit on, there's just a round in there that's held on with that bolt. But the ends, the edges of the metal, a couple of them were turned over a little bit just from working all the years, so I just popped it off and I turned it off in the lathe, and I took it down a few thousandths extra, which you obviously could clean that up with a file or something if you had to. The lathe makes life much easier. This locks in with these 4 Allen bolts. There's 3 here and there's one more on the back you can't see. So this piece goes up and down with the lift. It has a chart about aluminum, steel, or stainless steel, and the maximum thickness per the width. So I think 6 inches wide by 1/4 inch is for mild steel, which is what we're going to do. This is just a piece of scrap I had laying around, but that's 1/4 inch thick and it's 4 inches wide. So it'll obviously bend things much thicker than the hand-operated one that I have from Harbor Freight, which I've been using on the car all summer, which worked fine. This one, they really talk about people making like pieces for motor mounts when they're going to put a different motor in and stuff like that. And I actually bent up a small piece the other day. I was surprised at how easy it was. So let's get started. So I don't have any specific space that I actually wanted to bend this in, so it's going to line up. I'm going to center it and line up the front, that edge. If you were making pieces, I would be scribing a line on and then bringing this down. This is, it looks like that underneath. It's a 90-degree angle. I'd scribe a line on there, bring it down, and line it up on that to be accurate. But there's no need for that for this. And then we need to bring this down. All right, so that's just touching now. So one of the things that they mentioned, or I was speaking with my friend who's a machinist, with this type of brake, you can't do something that's really thin in here because it's got to basically sit on the top. I mean, I suppose you could try to get it in there and push down, but it'd be really likely to twist and turn. Let's go ahead and start. Well, let's see how we did. Well, cracked the plate. We pushed it past 90. So I guess if you were going to do this, you should do it, heat that steel up a bit, because it is a pretty big bend for that piece of thick metal. And we seem to be at about the capacity of the jack, because I kept on hearing it seep back because the pressure was so high. Well, that's interesting. Well, I felt it right at the end got easy, and that must be when it cracked. So, and again, we went past 90 degrees, so I don't think that's a fault of the brake. That's probably just I mean, this is a fairly inexpensive piece of steel. And like I say, it'd be pretty easy to warm that up a little bit. But the brake didn't have any problem. That was my jack, because this jack is getting old, so I've certainly pushed it harder than that in the old days. And it doesn't seem to have, there's some dirt on here, but there's no damage to the edges or anything. So I'd say that worked pretty good. It's a pretty heavy chunk of steel. This is a piece of 3/16 by 2.5, I think, or 2, probably 2. Again, it's just the inexpensive stuff from the hardware store. And there, it's all the way to the bottom. That's good. It might be just a little shy of 90, so I didn't push it into the V-notch very hard. But that did that quite readily. I just did it with the short bar in. And it didn't take very long to do it, so that looks really nice. Made a good bend. Cool. So I'll just show you. I'm going to take it off of the machine. So I want to show you a close-up of the actual tool, but just to loosen these 4 socket head cap screws. Just a little sticky on the thing, no big deal. Get the press up out of the way. Well, here it is. So the blade, this lifts off, it rides on those 2 posts. And I took a Dremel tool and cleaned the paint and stuff out of here because it was kind of globbed in there a bit. And my pin was a little tight, so I just Dremel tooled that. Took a couple of minutes, no big deal. And that's just an all welded solid assembly. Oh, look. Thickness guide right on the plate, so mild steel, 3 inches wide, 5/16, 6 inches wide, 1/4 inch, 12 inches wide, 3/16. Some does up to 3/8, 5/16, and 3/16. And stainless steel is slightly thinner, so 3 inches wide is 1/4, 6 inches wide is 3/16, 12 inches wide, 1/8, but that's still a lot heavier than the other brake will handle. And again, we're starting to run at the capacity of the machine, of the press, rather than this piece. So we got a bit of dirt on it, just using it. This plate is 14.5 by 7. And it looks like that's a 3/8 thick plate. There was a little bit of assembly. These springs just lift off, and they're just there to retract the blade. Those 2 pins just go through 2 holes and 2 nuts, and then there's 2 socket head cap screws that hold the V plate. And on my press, this will fit across the girders, but I put my two steel flat bars. They just fit in here, and that gave it a lot more support than just sitting on the edges. I'm not sure it's necessary, but that, and on my press, it's kind of a funny height. It's right near the end of the capacity at one hole, and I can't quite get it together at the other, so I picked it up at 3/4 of an inch that way. It's kind of nice. But it looks pretty nice. The machine work is relatively good. It's not polished or ground, but, and like I say, it's expensive. It's heavy too. It's probably 20-25 pounds. But the pins had good alignment. I put them in loose and dropped the blade on, and then tightened them up, just because there's a certain amount of slack on the holes. That works well, and those springs are pretty strong, and I can just fit my fingers through, so it's about 3/4 of an inch of clearance or so, which is way thicker than it needs to be. It's kind of handy that it locks on with these bolts so that it comes up and down. You're doing multiple pushes. I'm sure it'd save you a lot of time. Well, I hope you enjoyed all that. I think it works pretty well. I bent one piece yesterday just to try it out, and because the next two pieces we did together, so a total of 3. I was kind of, well, not really that surprised that the heavy piece broke along the back. I suppose a better quality steel may not do that. And like I say, if I was going to use that piece of steel and I knew that, I'd just take the torch and heat a line down it. It doesn't have to be cherry ready. Even just putting, 400 or 500 degrees of heat into something like that can really help it bend. And of course, we bent it past 90 as well too, which probably didn't help. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and we'll see you next time.